So there are a million cooking videos on the internet, but when I think about cooking video styles, there really are only 3 that come to mind. It's important to know these different styles of cooking videos because once you know what style of video you want to create, it's going to help with figuring out what gear you need, where to place your cameras, and what shots you need to get to create that style of cooking video. Choosing a specific style of video also has a lot to do with what your goals are as a cooking content creator. Do you want to just share and monetize your recipes? Or is your goal to become like a cooking personality and eventually host your own cooking show? Hands and Pans cooking videos are exactly like how they sound. These are cooking videos that only feature your hands and either your prep table or your cooking space and the food. This style of cooking video was made popular by BuzzFeed's Tasty, and they're known for their iconic top-down hands and pans style shot. This style of cooking video does not only have to be top-down shots though, and it can often be a combination of different angles, but normally it only focuses on the food and you'll never see the person's face in the video. These types of videos are one of the easiest styles of filming because you don't have to worry about getting your hair and makeup done and showing up on camera. For some people, the most difficult part about making cooking content is putting yourself out there and showing your face. This style also works really well if you have a very small kitchen or space to shoot your cooking videos. One of the downsides of filming this style of content is that it's very hard for viewers to recognize who the creator is in the videos. Typically, when someone watches food content on the internet, they may watch multiple videos before they decide to follow that specific creator. These videos might just pop up on their phone while they're scrolling on TikTok, and they will watch it and then they'll skip to the next one on the feed. The benefit of showing your face is that the viewers might recognize the creator, and if you pop up on their feed again, they might be more willing to follow you because they remember your face or who you were, and they just enjoyed your last video. Your face also helps a lot with your branding when it comes to creating thumbnails for YouTube. When people are searching for a recipe, they may see a familiar face in the thumbnail that they saw in the past video, which would make them more inclined on clicking on that video to watch it. With all that being said, there are a ton of successful hands and pan style cooking content creators. Binging with Babish is one of them. He started as a hands and pans creator, so don't be discouraged if you don't want to show your face right now or ever. The Food Network style of cooking videos is exactly how it sounds as well. So these types of cooking videos are shot in a way where the host of the show is talking directly to the camera while they're cooking. These types of cooking videos are typically on the longer side when it comes to length, because they're edited in more real time compared to a hands and pan style video where a lot of the shots might be sped up or you only really see the major steps of the recipe. In the Food Network style video, the host might tell a story about how someone taught them this recipe when they were a kid, and at the same time they're prepping some ingredients that they're about to add to the pan. Or they might just add a little personality to the video while they're explaining what they're doing on camera during a specific step of the process in the recipe. This style of cooking video is one of the most difficult styles to produce because it requires you to be able to confidently speak to the camera while at the same time preparing and cooking a recipe. This also requires a lot more pre-production and planning to make sure that you are all prepared to do and say all the things that you want to get across to the viewer while you cook. This style of cooking video also requires more equipment. Typically, there's one main camera shot that is constantly running that the host can speak to as if it's the viewer while they prep and cook. And usually there are multiple cameras running at the same time to get close-up shots at different angles to cut away to during the cooking process. Although this style is one of the most difficult to produce, I think it's the best way to make a connection with the viewer and highlight your personality. It's also a perfect way to practice if your goal is to become a cooking personality and eventually have your own cooking show. Part of this video is one of over 80 video lessons in my Cooking Creators course. I'll teach you everything there is to know about how to plan, film, and edit cooking videos with just your smartphone. There's also modules teaching social media strategy to grow a following, and a module talking about ways to monetize your recipes and get brand deals. I'll have a link in the description if you're interested, and if you stay till the end of this video, I'll have a discount code on the screen that can save you an additional 20% off. The hybrid style cooking video is basically a combination of these two styles. Some of the largest creators on YouTube have this hybrid style of cooking videos, including myself. It's a great way to highlight some of your personality, but also quickly and efficiently deliver the recipe to the viewer. It's also much easier to film compared to the Food Network style video, but you still have the opportunity to give some face time to the viewer. What's great about this style of cooking video is that you can focus on filming all of the cooking parts first. Then you can take your time and reset your kitchen and fix your hair and makeup and shoot all of your on-camera parts after. I've even shot all of my on-camera talking parts days after that I've filmed me making the recipe. I just made sure to wear the same clothes and pretend that it was the same day. When it comes time to edit, you would just record a voiceover to explain to the viewer how to prepare the recipe and mix in some of your on-camera talking parts wherever you plan to place them in the final version of the video. At the launch of this course, I'll be focusing on how to plan, shoot, and edit for the hybrid style cooking video. I'll also share some ways that you can pre-plan some camera talking parts so that you can film them while you're cooking. So it's kind of like a hybrid style with a little extra Food Network style kick. I'll explain how to do that later in the shot list and scripting section of this module. In the future, I plan to share how to shoot and edit with multiple phones so that you can film in that Food Network style. But that's it for this one, and I will catch you in the next video lesson.